Good morning, students. Today we will have a discussion on pH of the solution, various buffer solutions, what are their types, what are the mechanism of action of buffer solutions. So first of all, we will define the pH of a solution. pH of a solution is defined as the negative logarithm of hydrogen ion concentration in moles per liter. If the pH value of a particular system is high, then the system will be basic. If the pH value of a system is low, the system is acidic. Now the range of pH varies from 1 to 14. If the value of pH comes out to be 7, then that is the neutral pH where no acidity or basicity is present. So this is a table showing the pH range and hydrogen ion concentration at which we will have different pH values. We can see from this figure when the pH is equal to 7, the system is neutral. As the value of pH is increasing, basic character is increasing. As the value of pH is decreasing, acidic character increasing. Now mathematically, it may be expressed as minus logarithm of hydrogen ion concentration, or you can write log 1 by H3O plus concentration. Concentration of OH negative ion in the solution of a base can be expressed as POH, that is given by negative logarithm of OH minus concentration. On the similar lines, we can write pKw will be equal to negative logarithm of Kw, where this is Kw is the ionic product of water. Now the strength of an acid and a base can be expressed in terms of their pK or pKb values, where Ka and Kb are the dissociation constants of acids and base. Now pK is given by negative logarithm of Ka, whereas pKb is given by negative logarithm of Kb. So the strength of acid in terms of pKa, we very well know Ka is given by product of molar concentration of H plus ion, OH negative ion divided by molar concentration of acid, Ha. Now higher the value of Ka, stronger will be the acid, as the dissociation constant of acid will be high. But pKa is given by negative logarithm of this Ka. So we can write here pK is equal to minus log of Ka or equal to log of 1 by Ka. So if pK is high, Ka will be low. It means acid is weak. So in terms of pKa, if we are determining the acid strength, if its value is high, the acid will be weak. Now next topic is buffer solutions. What do we mean by buffer solution? Why do we need them? We very well know, generally to maintain a definite pH of a solution in laboratory or in many industrial processes, we require buffer solutions. A buffer solution is defined as the solution whose pH remains practically constant even on addition of small amounts of either an acid or a base. Means the solution which is resisting to change in its pH even on addition of small amounts of acid or a base will be known as a buffer solution. So there are various types of buffer solution. First one is the buffer solution containing single salt. Such buffer solutions are the aqueous solutions of single salts. For example, the aqueous solution of salt of weak acid and weak base like ammonium acetate. Second type is buffer solutions containing mixtures. These are further divided into two categories: acidic buffer and basic buffer. So what do you mean by acidic buffer solutions? These are the solution of mixture of a weak acid and its salt with a strong base. For example, a mixture of acetic acid plus sodium acetate. These acidic buffer solution will have pH value less than 7. Now second type is basic buffer solution. These are the solution of weak base and its salt with a strong acid. Example, ammonium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride. Now the pH value of basic buffer solution will be more than 7. Now next one is buffer action. The ability of a buffer solution to resist the change in pH even on addition of small amounts of acid or base is known as buffer action. So first we will discuss about the buffer action of ammonium acetate solution. Ammonium acetate is completely dissociated in aqueous solution by this equation. Due to complete dissociation, the salt provides excess of acetate ion and ammonium ions. Whenever a small amount of an acid is added to it, the additional hydrogen ion given by the acid will combine with acetate ion present in the buffer to form poorly dissociated acetic acid. So if H3O plus ions are added to this solution, they will react with these acetate ion and they will give weakly dissociated acetic acid. So there is no change in the hydrogen ion concentration of the solution. This increase of H plus ion is counterbalanced due to formation of undissociated acetic acid. So the pH of solution is remaining unchanged. Similarly, on addition of small amount of base, the additional OH minus ion, they will combine with this ammonium ion and they will give weakly dissociated ammonium hydroxide. So there is no change in the OH negative ions concentration of the solution. These OH negative ion, they are combining with ammonium ion of the buffer to form poorly dissociated ammonium hydroxide. Thus again the excess OH minus ions are neutralized and the pH of the buffer solution is remaining unchanged. The next one is the buffer action of acidic buffer. Consider an acidic buffer solution containing weak acid, acetic acid and its salt with a strong base, which is sodium acetate. Now first one, in the aqueous solution, this acetic acid is weakly dissociated, whereas its salt is completely dissociated. So we can write the equation as this. Due to common ion effect, the dissociation of acetic acid is further suppressed. Here is common ion effect. So dissociation of acetic acid will be suppressed. So as a result, the solution is containing excess of acetate ion but very small amount of H3O plus ions. On addition of small amount of acid, the H3O plus ions provided by the acid, they will combine with the excess of acetate ion to form poorly ionized acetic acid. As we are adding some H3O plus ion to the system, they will combine with these acetate ion to give weakly ionized acetic acid. Thus, H3O plus ions concentration is not changing. As a result, the pH of buffer solution remaining unchanged. When a small amount of base is added to the buffer, the hydroxyl ion given by the base, they will combine with hydronium ions to form undissociated water. As a result, the equilibrium 1 will shift to the right to produce more hydronium ion to the solution to compensate the loss of hydronium ions. As we are adding base from outside, this base or OH minus ion, they are combining with these H3O plus ion to give undissociated water molecule. So equilibrium will shift towards the right side according to Le-Chatelier principle. So there will be more dissociation of acetic acid to give again back some more H3O plus ion to compensate the loss of H3O plus ions. So there is no change in the concentration of hydronium ion in the system. pH will remaining unchanged. Next one is the buffer action of basic buffer solution, which is a mixture of weak base ammonium hydroxide and it's a salt with a strong base, which is ammonium chloride. Again on similar lines, due to common ion effect, dissociation of this ammonium hydroxide is suppressed. The solution contains large concentration of ammonium ion and small concentration of hydroxyl ion. When a small amount of acid is added, the hydronium ion from the acid are neutralized by OH minus present in the buffer to give undissociated water molecules. Now as the OH minus ions, they are combining with H3O plus ions, it will shift the equilibrium towards the right and it will dissociate to give more hydroxyl ion. Ammonium hydroxide will dissociate to give more hydroxyl ion, so the pH of solution is remaining unchanged. When a small amount of base is added to the buffer solution, it will give OH negative ion and additional OH negative ion will combine with ammonium ion from the buffer to give weakly dissociated ammonium hydroxide. Thus the H2O plus ion concentration and hence the pH of the solution is remaining unchanged. In each and every case, pH of solution is remaining unchanged. So what are the importance of buffer solution? First one, in the biological processes. Many biological fluids such as blood, urine, etc. they have a definite value of the pH and this is all maintained by the buffer action of many substances. Second one is pH of human blood is maintained between 7.35 and 7.45 by the buffer action of carbonic acid and bicarbonate ions and carbon dioxide. In industrial processes, buffer solutions play an important role in various industrial processes. You can take the example of electroplating, fermentation of molasses, medicines, dyes, photographic materials, in analytical chemistry and in investigation of many biochemical and physicochemical processes, you will have the application of buffer solutions. Now next topic we will continue in our next lecture.